Imagine a god with the single most important job in the entire universe, creation itself, a being who brings forth life, matter, time, and space, all from nothing, the creator of gods, of demons, of every living thing. Now, what if I told you that in the vast, epic story of Hinduism, this very god is almost completely forgotten? This is the strange tale of Brahma, the creator that time chose to ignore.
It's a huge paradox when you think about it. You've got a creator god, a member of the Supreme Trinity no less, who has shockingly few temples and is rarely part of anyone's daily worship. So the question is simple, but it's also incredibly deep. Why? What on earth happened to the architect of the entire cosmos?
All right, so to really get to the bottom of this, we first have to understand who Brahma is supposed to be, and then stack that up against the pretty stark reality of his place in the world today. So on paper, Brahma's resume is, well, it's immense. He's the Srishtikarta, the creator. He's one of the three pillars of the Trimurti. You've got Vishnu preserving the universe and Shiva destroying it at the end of a cosmic cycle. But it's Brahma who kicks the whole thing off. He's the one who brings existence into being.
And this is right where the story starts to get strange. On one side, his titles are absolutely epic. The grandsire of all humans, the source of the four sacred Vedas, the very foundation of knowledge. But then you look at the reality, and you'd be really hard-pressed to find a temple that's actually dedicated to him. Sure, there's the famous one in Pushkar, but when you compare that to the thousands upon thousands for Vishnu and Shiva, he's a virtual nobody in daily life. So what gives?
The first clues to this whole puzzle are right there in his beginning. Because as it turns out, the creator's own creation story is surprisingly all over the place. Okay, so origin story number 1 presents him as this supreme self-born being. There's this golden egg, the Hiranyagarbha, that just materializes in a formless cosmic ocean. When it cracks open, boom, out comes Brahma, the very first conscious being in a brand new universe. This version puts him right at the top of the cosmic pyramid. But then we have this version. Here, the ultimate source isn't Brahma, it's Lord Vishnu, who's sleeping on the cosmic serpent. And from Vishnu's navel, a lotus sprouts, and from that lotus, Brahma is born. You see how that immediately changes the hierarchy, right? Suddenly, Brahma isn't self-born. He's more like a manifestation of Vishnu's creative energy. And just to make it even more complex, some Shakta texts give us a third origin. In this one, the primal goddess Adi Shakti is the supreme force of everything. She creates Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva from the energy of her 3 eyes, and then she assigns them their cosmic jobs. So right from the very start, Brahma's status as the one, true, ultimate creator is already being questioned.
Now, beyond his confusing origins, the stories about Brahma reveal a character who is, well, he's far from perfect. It really seems like his greatest creation might have been his own downfall, and it was rooted in some very, very human-like flaws. This is a really famous and super crucial story. So to help him with the whole creating the universe thing, Brahma brings forth the goddess of wisdom, Saraswati, from his own being. The problem? He's immediately just overcome by her beauty. As she moves to get away from his intense gaze, he literally sprouts a new head to keep watching her, one for each direction. And when she tries to escape by flying up, yep, a 5th head appears right on top. This wasn't just admiration, it was a completely unrestrained obsession. And that obsession really points to the core issue. His immense, universe-creating power led to a critical flaw. In his own mind, he wasn't just a creator. He was the greatest, the supreme being. And this pride, this quiet arrogance, it set the stage for a truly divine punishment.
You know, an unchecked ego in the cosmic realm, it never ends well. Brahma's pride in his actions led to not just one, but multiple curses from other more powerful gods. And these curses directly explain his lack of worship today.
A famous story from the Shiva Puran lays it all out perfectly. Brahma and Vishnu are arguing about who's the supreme god. To settle it, Shiva appears as this infinite pillar of fire and challenges them to find its beginning or end. Vishnu travels down for what seems like forever, finds no end, and humbly admits defeat. But Brahma, he travels up, also finds no end, but he lies. He claims he reached the top and even gets a flower to lie for him. Shiva, absolutely furious at this dishonesty, lays down a curse. From that day forward, Brahma would not be worshipped. This story directly connects his ego to his fate.
But the curses are only part of the story. The final piece of this puzzle completely reframes who, or really what, Brahma truly is. And it's a concept that just expands the cosmos in a totally breathtaking way.
So the story goes that our Brahma, the one with the 4 heads, went to visit Lord Krishna. And he was still carrying that quiet arrogance, still believing himself to be the one and only creator. Krishna welcomed him in, and then, well, he decided it was time for a little lesson in cosmic humility.
Krishna just summons the other Brahmas, and suddenly our Brahma is surrounded. Thousands of them appear out of nowhere. Some with 10 heads, some with 100, some with 1,000, even 1,000,000 heads. And every single one of them is the creator of their own separate universe. In that one moment, our Brahma finally gets it. He wasn't the ultimate creator. He was just one among countless others.
In this led our Brahma to a stunning realization. Brahma isn't a singular eternal being. It's a job title. It's a cosmic post. Every time a new universe is created, which is a cycle called a kalpa, a new soul gets elevated to the position of Brahma to do the work of creation. Our Brahma is just the current guy in the office for our little cosmic cycle.
So, in the end, the story of the forgotten creator isn't just about curses and ego. It's a much deeper lesson on the real nature of power. And it leaves us with this question to think about. What is greater, the power to build entire worlds, or the wisdom to recognize you're just one small part of an infinite, magnificent, and totally mind-blowing